In 2017, scientists made an amazing discovery in the bamboo forests of Anji County, China. They found layers of mudstone, 10 meters thick, spread over 10 kilometers. These layers were once part of a deep water ecosystem, about 445 million years ago, at the end of the Ordovician period. This time marked the first major mass extinction on Earth, one of the worst in history. Surprisingly, instead of finding a lifeless wasteland, the scientists discovered something else: a thriving community of animals, mostly sponges. This discovery is special because it shows us what life was like after the first mass extinction. The mass extinction wiped out about 85% of marine species. It's often seen as a time of complete destruction, especially for animals like trilobites, brachiopods, and corals. Sponges, which were thought to have been wiped out too, turned out to have survived and even flourished after the extinction. Before this discovery, scientists hadn't found many fossils of sponges from the period right after the extinction. In 2015, fossils of 35 sponge species were found in Anhui Province, China, but these were thought to be a rare exception. The idea was that these sponges had survived in shallow waters, escaping the oxygen-depleted deep oceans. But the discovery in Anji County changed that. The Anji site had a much greater diversity of sponges, over 2,000 sponges from various species. This wasn't a fluke. The diversity suggested that sponges, unlike many other animals, had thrived through the extinction without needing to survive in shallow waters. Their success indicated that, even though the extinction devastated many species, sponges didn't seem to be affected by it at all. Further discoveries in 2018 showed that this wasn't just happening in one area. More than 7 sites across 2,000 kilometers of South China revealed a similar pattern: sponges were flourishing in the aftermath of the extinction. This led researchers to believe that Earth might have experienced a sponge world in the wake of the extinction, with sponges dominating many parts of the oceans. So why did sponges thrive when most life was struggling? One reason is that sponges can tolerate changes in temperature and oxygen levels, which are common during mass extinctions. They also filter organic particles from the water, and after the extinction, the oceans were full of dead material that sponges could feed on. Additionally, the melting of glaciers and increased nutrients in the oceans helped sponges grow, as they had fewer competitors for food. Interestingly, this wasn't just a one-time event. Similar patterns of sponge dominance have been seen after other mass extinctions, like the late Devonian extinction and the end Triassic extinction. In modern oceans, sponges have also become more abundant after events like El Niño, which disrupt marine life. Sponges didn't just survive, they helped the oceans recover. They act as ecosystem engineers, stabilizing sediment on the ocean floor and providing structures for other creatures to live on. They allowed new communities to develop, helping the recovery of marine life after the mass extinction. The survival and growth of sponges during these tough times may have helped other species recover. The world may owe its recovery after the first mass extinction to these simple but powerful creatures. In conclusion, sponges didn't just survive the first mass extinction, they thrived.